Good evening. This is Tom Cartwright, 4375. To make a donation, my name, 4375, at Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana. Thank you all for joining me today. The time is 6:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The temperature is 42 degrees where I live. So I want to thank all of you. Hope you had a great Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I mean, today's Thursday. Oh, Lordy. See how, you know what, and tomorrow, I was told that my cell phone holder should be here either Friday or Saturday. Since I got to go to the post office, my son has to pick up some medicine and stuff like that. Time we get back home, it'll probably be in the mailbox or on my step. It just depends if Amazon, usually they do something like that, they drop it off at the post office. So if it's the post office, it'd be here between 12 and 1. So, you know, but I need, like, donations. So I'm typing in, work. To let you know or send you donations. So, I guess I have to turn my bedroom light on since I'm a little dark here. So, I keep looking at Best Buy laptops. I don't understand computers. How do you know what kind of HDR graphic card you have? I'm a dummy. So, you can send, if you order it through Amazon, it can go to my post office box there in Charlestown. So, so I don't know anything about computers, so I need like something that got good HDR. I guess that stands for high definition resolution. If you know anything about it, or maybe you can ask your friends that knows about computers. Every time I try to use my laptop with Twitch and YouTube, my YouTube side kind of freezes up, so it tells you something's not right. And thanks to A1 Media, he telling me how to get into landscape mode on my cell phone. So, man, go to his channel, A1 Media. He's there in Bakersfield. thank him for helping me out and getting it into the landscape mode. I didn't know. I'm a dummy when it comes to stuff like this. So, maybe I'm not a dummy. Maybe you say, why are you putting yourself? I'm trying to be honest as possible. I don't know nothing. So when I came a ham operator years and years, over 20 years ago, I have learned 5 words a minute. You know how many years it took me to soak it in my brain? I think about 3 years. I took the class, took the code, and the written part of the test. I took it. Then I took my technician. I passed that. That was a written exam. By the time I got to general, they done away with your code. But to me, the FCC should have kept the 20 words a minute for the extra class. That's the top. Now you only got three classes. Your tech, your general, and extra class. So, but, that's okay. I want to throw a sponsor in who I'm not getting paid for. Is Pepsi Zero. What? Some people, text me or have me get it on YouTube. So why are you using them as a sponsor and you're not getting paid? Well, just like me, I got sugar diabetes. And I'm trying to teach some people who got diabetes. Maybe they don't like Pepsi Zero. There's other soft drinks out there that got sugar free, so you might want to look at that. Like I said, 6:44. I'm getting new glasses in about a week. Went to the eye doctor yesterday, my son and I, and had a before. The one we usually go to, he retired in either 22 or 23, I'm not sure. So, because he was a family eye doctor, my grandma, grandpa, mom and dad, my brother, me, my daughter, my son, and all this. So, he retired. I wanted the woman, but that one woman doctor was off. So if you got diabetes, you need to have your eyes checked. Since I got diabetes, every year. And the one thing they check my eyes for is glaucoma or whatever you call it. It's not that bad yet where I have to have surgery. But they did update my prescription. So who's up there? Oh, that sucks up there in the window. But A1 Media, if you're on there, I know you could do YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, but how do I get switched to do it on my cell phone when I'm doing YouTube? I haven't figured that out yet, because I don't want to mess anything up. So if you got an answer for that, it'll be okay. So to donate, Tom Cartwright, $43.75, which I forgot to put it in, Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana. The reason I put Tom Cartwright $43.75, I know it came from a YouTube channel. And when I get that cell phone holder, they say it's coming from Amazon. I can do more live streaming. I can set my phone up where on the front camera, I can see on the back of the camera. This other thing I was temporarily using, I couldn't see if any comments because it's blacked out back there. I couldn't see it. So that'll be okay until I get it either Friday or Saturday. But if it's come by the post office, that means I have to walk to my box. That's about 500 feet, maybe more, give or take a little. My kiddos will follow me. I'm trying to keep them off the main road where they won't get run over because these idiots out here in the country wants to play tags with animals. But here's one thing you got to think of. If you run over them, that means you're going to break some bones. And them bones is like ice picks. You can get a flat tire. Just remember it. So right now I'm watching Bakersfield Scanner on my big TV. Because RD on the Scene's not on right now. So, give a shout out to Bakersfield Scanner. If you're not from Bakersfield, or maybe you used to live there, you can keep up what's going on in Bakersfield. There's probably other people that live stream on YouTube with a scanner, but I would say donate to Bakersfield Scanner YouTube because he used Radio Reference to do live streaming on their page, where he can get to live stream on YouTube. So that cost him money to do that. So you want to go check him out, but, go to go to that if you want to listen to a scanner. Well, mama and daughter's horse playing. Margaret and Alex is horse playing. They've been playing for the past 2 days. But I keep my temperature in the house around 69 or 70. They was talking about a blizzard or cold front coming in. I mean cold. So that's something, it works my heat pump a little bit better, but sitting on automatic controls, if it drops down to a certain temperature, I guess this heater or whatever it is kicks in. But it's comfortable for me. But if the temperature is, like I said, it was 42 degrees, when I go outside, I am freezing to death. It could be 45 or 50, I'm freezing to death. That's what happens when you're old and you got diabetes. Your people that got diabetes know what I'm talking about. If you're old, you know what I'm talking about. I want to thank that good-looking lady at Vision Works that helped my son and me on our glasses. I told her about YouTube. She's pretty cute. I don't know if she's married. Don't know if she's single. Don't know if she got kids. I didn't ask her. Some people might consider that sexual harassment. So, man, if I have a good-looking girl like that, I would die with a smile on my face. You all know what I mean. But if I had a good-looking girl like that next to me, I'd probably be asleep by 8 or 9 o'clock. So that's something, it helps me sleep. snuggle up next to them, or they snuggle up to my hairy back. Man, if you see me without my shirt on, I look like a hairy gorilla. So, that's something. But am I looking for a girlfriend? Yes and no. I don't want to give my freedom up. If you live close to me on the skinny side, maybe got apples or oranges or eggs, that's okay. Watermelons, I would say no, because you're going to have back problems. That means I have to massage your back. I do it anyway. If you worked hard and you come home, I'll make sure I wash your work clothes. Stuff like that. Make sure they be all ready for the next time you work. Should have your own car. If you don't, you figure I have to take you to work, pick you up, or something like that. I'm going to charge you $15 to $20 a day. It depends what the gas price. Right now, it's under $3 here in southern Indiana. So that's something, look at. I'm going to throw a shout out at Jacoby Sales in Salesburg, Indiana, Highway 60 and 311. They sell Kubota tractors. But I don't have enough subscribers for them to let me use it. If I have 100 or so, maybe. But right now, they wouldn't donate one to me because I don't have that many subscribers. I do need gas money. You can either send that in a money order with a note and say, hey, this is your gas money, where you can live stream your automobile. So that'll help out. But I've told you in past videos, we got a Marathon, got Sunoco, got a Shell, we got Casey's, and we got, I think, a Murphy's or something like that. That's part of Walmart up in Scottsburg. And they got a gas station in Clarksville at Sam's. I don't have a Sam's card, so that wouldn't work. But Shell, Marathon, and the other one that starts with a V, Arrows or something like that. I think there's some in Clarksville, Jeff, and Charlestown, but none in Scottsburg. Food gift cards, I would say no to that, because any of you that takes Ozempic, nothing you eat tastes right. It don't even smell good. I don't eat any bologna sandwiches, horseradish, or mustard, or peanut butter, or honey. Nothing tastes right. I went from about 250 down to 185.2, went 44 around the waist to 38 around the waist. My pant size, waist size is 38. My length is 30. I like blue jeans. My shoe size is around a 12. I love tennis shoes, but I got some combat boots, but I got them in the closet. But with the thread that got on it when it snows, I kind of slip and slide, if you know what I'm talking about. But I got regular waders that comes up to my knee that I can wear if it snows real bad. If it snows, I will not do any live videos in my automobile because of safety reasons. I didn't hit the lotto, so I couldn't buy a Jeep Gladiator pickup truck with a standard transmission. But it's up to God, for me to have one. So I love to have a Jeep Gladiator, standard shift. There's a reason behind the standard shift, but four-wheel drive in my neighborhood, everybody around me has a Jeep. My son has a Jeep, and he has to put a new alternator on it. He has to put a new belt on the engine. He needs a new battery. He needs quite a bit of things on his old Jeep. I'm thinking maybe it's a 98. I'm not sure, but I wish he would get on YouTube and start up a YouTube channel, but he don't like, pictures and stuff. He won't even let me take a picture. Like he's camera shy, but I don't care, But how can you people in California pay over $4 a gallon for gas and less than $5? I don't see how you can do it. With my income, I couldn't afford to go out driving around unless I had a bunch of YouTube followers. So, that's something, to look at. But I can only do live videos in my automobile during the day. Maybe I could take my scanner, maybe get on at the Henryville exit. That's either 18 or 19 mile marker, I'm not sure. I know Memphis, Indiana is a 16-mile marker. So I can drive up to, 29 to Scottsburg. I'm not sure. The next town after Scottsburg is Austin. Then I think Crothersville, then Seymour. Seymour is about the 50-mile marker. But I don't know nothing about Seymour. I don't have a GPS where I can find most of the streets up in that area. Some in Scottsburg, And it's impossible to drive at night where I live. Country Roads does not have any lights like Bakersfield, California. Man, them videos that RD on the scene and all that does, you can see everything real good. So the only place I can go that got lights at night would be Scottsburg. Austin, I ain't been there probably 10 to 20 years, give or take a little. One media, he showed me how to get my cell phone in a landscape mode. That's what I'm in now, so thank him. And another question, if he's on there, you all know him. How can I also live stream Twitch on my cell phone? I haven't figured out how to add that to on my cell phone. I'm afraid to play with it because I might screw something up. I know I can on my laptop, but I can't live stream on my laptop. I'd rather do that and on my cell phone, because I can set my laptop on my lap. So if you want to send me a laptop, maybe you might not know a laptop. Every time I try to use my laptop on Prism Live Studio, it says something about HDR. I guess it's high definition resolution. So I don't know to go to Best Buy. I don't know nothing about computers. I don't have the money to buy a 1,000+ computer, and it won't do what I want. Like, you can't take it back. Best Buy, people like that, they're in the business to sell you stuff. They might not be computer smart. So ask your friends what kind of computer has a good high definition resolution. I guess that's what HDR is. And probably memory. I don't know if they come with a hard drive or what, but I don't play games on my computer except solitaire. So that wouldn't take much. So that's something, to think about. If you order it from Amazon, it can go to my post office box there in Charlestown. They put it in a bigger box. I guess 12 by 12 or 12 by 14, something like that. Or they might keep it behind the counter and put a card in my small post office box. Don't send cash, because you got dishonest people in the post office. You figure, like I say, it used to be 24 to 48 hours before you get any mail. So now it takes 7 to 14 days or longer, because it comes by Pony Express. To me, they don't need a pay rate, because it seems they slowed down on getting the mail to you. So that's something to think about. But if you go to Amazon and order that computer, you know when it's shipped, you know when it gets to the post office, because I do not want to give you my home address. Everybody said, keep your address safe. All my important mail goes to my post office box. My bills, bank statements, all that goes to my post office box. The only thing comes here to the post office box is like if my son orders something through Amazon, it comes there. If it's big, they drop it off on my porch, or UPS or FedEx to do, because if they've been here once, they got it in the machine. They know exactly, say, number 1, so-and-so address, West Side. They know where it is. Because you use Google or any other app, you might send you to, instead of 1 West Side so-and-so road, it'll send you to 1 East so-and-so. So that's just a figure of speech. That's not my address, so I'll let you know on that. So I'm not going to be on here too long. So go to A1 Media. He does some live streaming. He's using an iPhone, because I heard him say that last night. I think it was last night. And I asked him how to get it in a landscape mode. He told me turn your phone sideways, then you hit the live stream, and bam, there you go. So since today is January the 11th of 24, then I put a slash, put 01, showing us the first video of the day live streaming. So there's other people you can donate, like Wounded Warriors, and the one that Danny Thomas started, like St. Jude's help the little kids out. They need all the help they can. They also need prayers. And you seen commercials on TV, I say it's in all 50 states, is the Shriners, where they help kids out. I wish I could donate, but I'm on a fixed income. But if God wants me to donate, He'll find a way. Maybe let me hit the lotto. I probably have all kinds of girlfriends knocking on my door. Nope, that never happened. That would never happen. 'Cause I know they're after my money, so, that's something. I'm not going to be anybody's sugar daddy. You love a person no matter how much he or she has. I'm an old man. I done sold my oats, as you could say it. I won't cheat on you. I expect you to be honest with me, ladies. But you respect everybody who got a YouTube channel. Some of them don't talk politics. And there's another YouTube channel. He fights corruption. That's for public safety. He lives in Indiana. I want to say Clark County, but I'm not sure. He done a video on the ex-sheriff, Jamie Noe. You can type in Jamie Noe on YouTube. You see some local TV stations that, has it on YouTube. So, I'm not telling a lie, but like I tell you, the law states you're innocent until proven guilty. But it don't work here in Clark County. You guilty until you prove yourself innocent. So that tells you how Clark County and how crooked they are. So another YouTuber, you probably heard me mention it, What the Hells. He buys storage lockers at an auction, stuff like that. So you might want to go. He done one today where he's in the court. I don't know, maybe Leader County, but I know it's close to Otters Creek. And that judge, pardon me, but like I say, you watch the video, you know what I'm talking about. Don't call, text, and threaten anybody, because the way that judge, I don't know if it's Florida law or USA law, it can come back and get me or you. So don't call. Well, you could maybe send an email, like you people in California. They've been on the news telling you the Democrats going to take your gun rights away. As one YouTuber, I guess if you go to California site where you look up the law, you can get the statute or the number it is they passed last year. It came into effect January the 1st of 24, I believe. But you look it up and it'll tell you. So, for some reason, this sensor is reading low. But when I get the thing, I check it, it's not low. It's above 98. So maybe I got a bad sensor after 3 months. You get 2 of them a month. So maybe 8 of them, and this is the first one that the sensor's not doing too good. I got that Libre 2 sensor. The only thing I done different, I didn't have the alcohol swabs to swab my arm, clean everything. That could be a possibility. One cup is causing that. So I want to thank, uh, I want to thank the one person that popped in there. God bless you, but time I looked up, they was gone. Whoever you are, thank you for joining. You didn't stay long. I'm sorry, but I don't look at it that long. I'm trying to listen to Bakerfield Scanner on the TV. I like listening to scanners. But I want to thank you. Whoever you are, thank you. At least you get down and make a comment, but hit the bell. Hit the thumbs up. Send it to your friends. Because I don't make any money from YouTube because I don't have 50 or more subscribers. Only way I can do that, put a thing up there in the chat, make a donation to Tom Cartwright 4375, my post office box 1, Charlestown, Indiana. Gasoline cards, maybe Sunoco, Shell, Marathon. Like I say, I got some truck stops close to me, the Pilot, the Loves, the Thorntons, but they usually a little bit higher. Scottsburg right now, the cheapest gas right now close to me. So, go to RD on the scene. He was out earlier in the day. Him, you got Bravo Street Media, you got White T-Shirt Media. There's this other one, I would say California or something like it. They're not police officers. I know there's another one in Bakersfield, but I can't remember who it was. Because I don't watch it that much. And on Tuesdays, I think it's Tuesdays and Fridays, you got Kern County Crime Watchers, which that one, Kern County Crime Watchers, is kind of family type deal. It's usually Roger, Aiden's wife, which she's Roger's daughter. Sometimes Roger has his baby daughter in there, which she 1920, somewhere like that. So it's usually a family YouTube channel. It's run by the family. So you might want to look at them. Tell them that Tom Cartwright 4375 from YouTube told us to come here, check you out, and watch. But them YouTubers in Bakersfield, they bring you stuff that you might not see on your local news, so you might want to watch it. They bring you car wrecks, house fire, police pursuits, anything like that, or B&Es. So if you into that, go to them. I love watching it. I know Roger gets RD on the scene, gets off early because then he goes to bed and he sleeps. But he got to let his doggies out because his doggies has to use the outhouse. So, go to their YouTube channel. I want to say hi to Texas Angel if she's on here. She's a moderator on RD on the scene. She seems real sweet. Don't know how young she is. Don't know if it's skinny or fat, which that don't make a difference. But she seems to be real nice and polite. So, God bless you there, Texas Angel. So, that's something to look at. So I'm gonna make this maybe 45 minutes live. But I need to get some more subscribers. I don't make anything on YouTube. I think you have to have 50 or more subscribers before you make anything. But I heard this one guy say he makes more money from YouTube if he gets 1,000 subscribers. But I'm sorry I can't Friday or Saturday. So that's one thing I'm not sure of. So that's something have to wait and see. I go to Charlestown tomorrow and check my mail. Maybe I might have some gift cards or something. If you send a gift card or a money order, say if it's a big post office money order and you said put it in a savings account, have that as an escrow account, make sure you got enough to buy you a computer in case you don't have the money to do it. I know there's rich people out there that follows people on YouTube. Like I say, I understand if you don't want to send a laptop with a good HDR type deal, talk to people and tell them what you're trying to help a friend out. So he used Prism Live on YouTube, and the computer don't have the HDR set up. He needs a good graphics card. He's not a gamer, but some people told him that he needs to get a gaming computer. They got plenty of RAM and plenty. I don't even know if they come out with hard drives in it anymore. So I don't see. That shows you I don't know nothing about computers. You can send gift cards to buy my little kiddos some dry food. Like if you got a PetSmart, you can look at your local PetSmart, see what a big bag of cat food to cost. You know, they really clean the bowls out, you know, when I use that meow mix. But I get this multiple cats from Tractor Supply. It's about $29 for a 44-pound bag of cat food. I buy 2 of them, so you know how much that is. Also at Tractor Supply, I guess you call it cat litter, but it's kind of like horse pellets. It's pine center, but it's pellets. So you put them in a cat pan. To get your cat used to it, you put a little cat litter in it, because they know what a cat litter is used for. So, but, you know, if you got cat litter, you know how your house smells. All you have to do, take your scooper and take out number 2 every day. When them pellets gets, you know, it turns into like sawdust. You can take that, throw it out there in your garden or you know, in a flower bed, because it, you know, got the number 1 in it. And number 2, to help fertilize your garden and stuff like that. If you live local, you know, Clark County, Scott County, you know, within 50 miles. If you know anybody wants to give some dirt away, I can use regular sized dump truck, not the 18-wheeler dump truck, 'cause you won't be able to get into my road. So a small dump truck or something like a dump truck, they put blacktop, you can back in and get a little bit into the grass towards the west side of my house and dump some dirt. But here's the problem. I got no way of spreading it. That's how come I like to have a Kubota tractor with a bucket on the front, which they got the quick connect where you pull up the two handle. You can disconnect from the bucket, put the grappling hook on it. You know, when tree limbs fall, it's kind of hard for this old man with his heart problems, high blood pressure. I ain't supposed to do it. You know, a backhoe. That way I can clean my creek out that the state of Indiana built back probably 50, 60. Like I said, you can look up when did they build I-65 in Indiana. So, because that water has to go somewhere. And thanks to the state of Indiana, they flood my property when it rains. I'll show you a video of it. I'm on the west side of my house. It's like a little pond. And my back part of my house, it floods. If you all know anything about septic tank, you got ladder lines. And forget about trying to take a bath or flushing your toilets. Because until that water goes down in the backyard, I can't use my ladder line. So that tells you something. I'm trying to fill paperwork out for a grant to have a new roof put on. And I've seen these advertised sometime on YouTube commercials. I've seen them on local TV commercials. It's kind of like a metal roof, but they look like shingles. That's one I want to go with, a black one. But the way, because they always update my insurance every year. And that old shingles have to be stripped off completely, down to the wood. Since I got a flue pipe up there for the wood stove, which I don't have in my house, they would have to take that out and put the piece of wood in and cover that up. Make sure it's well insulated, and tar paper or whatever the black stuff that you might use a torch to roll it out, you know, something like that. I can't even afford that, but I just got a feeling that metal shingle type roof is going to cost more than $10,000. I think my house is around 6,000 square feet. I guess you classify it as a tiny house. I do live out in the country. You know, that's one I like to do in the future, but the only way I can do that if I hit the lotto. I'm not asking you to donate tens of thousands of dollars. But if I could get the subscribers, I probably could get enough money to do that. So that'd be something, you know, I'm thinking of. I like flowers. What I like to do, back years and years ago, Kentucky and Indiana, they used to bring truckloads of that black dirt. Well, you all know what potting soil is? It's the same thing as potting soil. That'll really make your garden grow, and it'll make your grass grow, make your flowers grow, makes your garden grow. Because when I worked for the Charlestown Cemetery, I guess we had maybe those big dump trucks brought loads of that in. And me and my other guy would make sure we walked the dirt down, pack it real good, put that black dirt on it, and throw some grass seed on it, and throw some more black dirt on it, and that was the prettiest grass you've seen. You think you was on a golf course. People ask me, got loved ones, why don't you come back to work where our family and cousins, this and that, have a good-looking grave? I'm to the point I can't do that anymore. When I first bought this house over 5 years ago, I guess it's a Troy-built Pushmore. I had it before I bought the house. I'm not supposed to use a Pushmore. Like I say, I got approximately 1 acre. And some people can cut it, I say, within an hour. But with my heart condition and this and that, it usually takes me 3 or 4 days. And I told my neighbor that lives up the road from me if he knew anybody that have a riding lawnmower and all this. He's a member of the YMCA at Scottsburg, this other guy. So this guy told this guy, anybody? Said, yeah, my neighbor could use one. It lasted about 1.5 years, but this guy bought his 80 or 90-year-old mother a brand new John Deere tractor, and he sold that for $300. And what them riding John Deere tractors cost, around $2,000 to $3,000. He sold it for about $300. I could have came up with it if I knew it, but the time I found out about it, it was done sold. So, that John Deere finally comes out. I think the bearings in the motor locked up. I didn't have the money to fix it. I found another neighbor. It had a Detroit built. It had a few flat tires. He aired that up. I forget when I paid this lawnmower mechanic. He put a solenoid on it. Then the next year I put a starter and a solenoid on it. But it does need the carburetor. They got a valve where you shut the gas from the fuel tank to the carburetor. If you don't shut it off, that gas will leak into the engine. So, but as part of it, I use a lawnmower. But as long as it cuts grass, it's okay. But I do need what they call a drive belt. Where I put it on, once I get on the ground, it's hard for this old man. I can't get up and I start being dizzy. It's too hard for me to do something like that. So I like to have a 0 turn. I do use my push mower to go around the trees. I got tires in my front yard that I've got some potting soil and a few flowers. I got the round blocks, got the humps in them. A few flowers. I planted some seeds in them last year. I don't know if your states, you can get what they call mold plants. You can get the seeds or a local flower shop. You can buy mold plants. You can plant them in your yard. And they get real big. And it's supposed to take out your mold population. Since I'm out in the country, you live out in the country, you need some outside cats to catch them field mice. So,
32, where are they at again?
They believe the suspect vehicle is northbound from the southbound lane, all blacked out.
So that's something, that you might want to, if you got moles.
Clear, I'll get up to the interstate.
like flowers. Is there flowers that help kill the mosquitoes? I need flowers for the hummingbirds. If you got hummingbirds in your state, you know what I'm talking about. I like them hummingbirds. They like helicopters, how they go back and forth, frontwards, backwards, up and down. You know, stuff like that. You know, you can send me gift cards for that. Because God will reward you good people. I'm trying to be honest with you. I'm not trying to spam you, rob you, or anything like that. Like I said, if you send a computer like I want, but you check with your friends who knows about computers, what kind of HDR graphics card I need and a memory in it to run the Prism. And you see on a video I done maybe a day, 2 days ago, where I was live streaming on my laptop, it froze. So it always pops up, I don't have a HDR graphics card or don't have one that's good enough. So ask your friends who's a good computer person. They'll tell you exactly what I need. Because if I go to Best Buy, they're there to sell you computers. Some of them don't know the blankety-blank thing about computers. You might go over to the desk, the computer geek, but they're there to make money. I've looked online to see if they got a different graphics card. From what I've seen on the internet, it's mostly for a desktop. Do I want a desktop? No. That means you got to have a monitor. You got to have a keyboard, this and that. That way, a laptop, you got your monitor, you got your keyboard. But I don't know if there's something you can plug into the USB-A to give you a better graphics card. I know you can buy like one P hard drive you can plug into it. That I know of. But as far as graphics card, I don't know nothing about a graphics card. I'm not a gamer. So ask your friends, and they tell you probably exactly what I need, how much RAM I need, how much of a hard drive I need. So that's something, to look at. You can order it through Amazon, and they can send it to my post office box. That way, when it's delivered, and when I get it, when I go to Charlestown Post Office to pick my mail up, I'll go live and show you it on the internet. If you don't want me to mention your name, that's okay. Or your state, or your city, I won't do it. So if you tell me not to do it, I won't do it. But some people out there that's rich, they want some more tax write-off. So I'm not a 510C, deal. If you know what a 501 tax C is. I'm not one of those, but, you got to ask your tax person on that. So if I could get $1,500 a month Social Security, I might afford to make payments on something like that. But the more money I make, the more my house payment goes up. So that tells you anything. So I've been on here exactly 1 hour, no comments. But I want to thank you. I want to thank Pepsi company for coming out with Pepsi Zero. They're good. And Pepsi, I cannot tell the difference between Pepsi Zero and regular Pepsi. So people say, why are you doing that if you're not getting paid by Pepsi? I said, well, there's people that got diabetes. Maybe they don't know about Pepsi Zero. Or there's other soft drinks out there that got zero sugar. So you want to take care of yourself if you got diabetes. So that's something there. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've been sober from drugs and alcohol 25 plus years. The only bad habit I got is dipping, but I'm not going to advertise the dip, but there's only a few places I can get the dip I use, so that's a bad habit. I buy 10 cans of my dip. That usually lasts me a whole month. People usually go through 2 or 3 cans a day, but me, 10 cans will last me a month. So, but you know how a drug addict is when they don't get the drugs or alcoholic. I'm like it. If I don't have my Zero Pepsi or my dip, I start having withdrawals. But if you work for Pepsi companies, wherever you live at, you can tell your foreman, so there's this guy on YouTube, my name this and that, say he's using us for a sponsor because he has diabetes and he's drinking Pepsi Zero and telling people how good it is. They can send that to corporate office. They can use my post office box to get in touch with me. But if you have a phone number, I'm going to have to verify that it is a Pepsi phone number. Because one way, spammers can get your home address. Like I say, I love living out in the country. It's peace and quiet. There's no lights. I can look up at the stars. I can see the ISS when the local news media tells you about what time it comes over. It looks real nice at night. And, I can bring my cell phone out there and bring it up where I can get closer, but they got an attachment you can put on your camera, on your cell phone, that'll really bring it in. You all probably know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what they call it. I've seen it advertised somewhere, but so that's something, Mike, but I'm looking at the GoPro 12. I know there's some GoPro people out there. I know you can Bluetooth it to your cell phone. And a couple of questions you heard me. When you Bluetooth it to your cell phone, does that mean you can live stream, say, to YouTube, stuff like that? That I'm not sure of. So if you're a GoPro person, you can let me know if you can do that. I know one thing, they got a thing you can put on your GoPro. They got a cord on it, kind of like an extra battery. That I know of too. But is there a power source you can plug into it and plug it into your cigarette lighter? That I'm not sure of. I know they got another lens. I think they call it a 2.0. You get more of a depth and field. I don't know nothing about. I'm trying to bring you the best YouTube videos out of my mobile. I know you can put this thing on the side, have a better microphone. You know, I'm just a rookie, 70 plus years old. I want to try to bring you the best videos I can where I can get thousands and thousands, but it probably, before when I see some of those YouTubers, it probably took them years. So if they have a wreck on 65, if they got an overpass that I can get on, and it's real close to the overpass, I can park my vehicle along, pull off side of the road, but some of them got guardrails so far down, you won't be able to get off the road that much unless there was a driveway and the people wouldn't like me blocking their driveways. You know, that's one thing. I respect people property, so, you know, that's what I want to do. I got a scanner. It's a SDS 200. So, that, you know, Indiana, you can't really have one, but I told you what the Indiana statute on it. You can go to Indiana statute and look up the rules of a police scanner. Since I'll be a live streamer and kind of classified as news media, that'd probably be the catch-22, but you might run up on one police officer, maybe might not know the law or something like that, and take that $1,000 out of my automobile. So, but they do make like a handheld unit, kind of like a walkie-talkie. That's a SDS 100. And I had the state of Indiana and Clark County program into it. Then I have what they call another thing program into it. They call it DMR, because there's some police departments that's using DMR. And the other one is NXDA or DX. Well, like I said, you have to go and look at it. You know what I'm talking about. I can carry one of those handheld units. In the wintertime, I can put it in my coat pocket inside, and they couldn't see it. If I knew I was getting pulled over, I'd just reach inside my coat pocket and turn it down. So that'd be something. So I want to say good night. Please hit the bell, the subscribe bell, notification bell, whatever you call it. Hit your thumbs up. You know, make some comments. That one person probably popped in. It might be that good-looking girl from Vision Works. She is a good-looking lady. Her mom and dad raised her to be real polite. You know, thank you, sweetie. That's not a sexual comment or nothing like that. So I'm trying to be polite to you, because you're real polite to me and my son. So, and go to A1 Media. He is live right now. Just got notification. So go to his website. Tell him Tom Cartwright 4375 from YouTube told you to go there. And subscribe to his channel. He appreciate all them YouTubers. When you subscribe to their YouTube channel, that means they get another subscriber. So hit the thumbs up and thank him for what he does. God bless you and good night. I'm going to A1 Media now, so thank you all for the good job you all do out there. Good night.